Turning our attention now to California, that Governor Gavin Newsom out there being a nuisance a lot of the time. Take a look at this headline. A lot of questions are being raised after Newsom's surprise meeting this week. Piers Morgan had some fun when he gave insight into what he thinks is really going on.
I think what is also strange as a part-time California resident is to see probably the wokest governor in the history of the United States so brazenly and ecstatically sucking up to the leader of communist China. Shows me that Newsom has the ruthless streak it needs to probably chuck Joe Biden under a bus.
All right, joining me now with her take on what Newsom is really up to is Kate Monroe. Kate is the author of The Race to Save America. She's a former U.S. Marine Corps intelligence analyst, the CEO of vetcom.us. And if that's not enough, she is running to represent California in Congress. Welcome. Tell us the real story. What do you know? What's the inside scoop here?
Well, the inside scoop, I've lived in California for 40 years, now running for Congress in that state. So I go out and do active, homeless, drugs, lawlessness, border, everything that people hate that's going on in California and in the world. And the surprise we have as Californians is that rather than fix his own state, which, by the way, is the 5th largest economy in the world, he would rather go and speak with China and pretend to be presidential. I mean, he and his family are essentially oligarchs in our country. Yeah. And they are so out of touch with reality. That's what we feel in California. We feel that no one else wants our politics in the rest of the state. And there's no other reason for him to be doing this in Israel and China if we are not putting him up for presidency like a puppet, the puppet that he is.
But what does he really have to discuss with China?
I don't think that he has anything to actually discuss with China. I think all of this is to put him on the world stage so that when they do put him up to run for president, we can say, well, look what he did in China. Look, we sent him over to Israel. He did such good work there. I mean, I think all of this is just a show for the world and for our country so that when we put him there, it will make sense to the rest of the country.
So do you think Gavin Newsom presidential bid is forthcoming quickly?
I think that it is. There's no other reason that he would have agreed to debate Ron DeSantis. There's no other reason he would be over doing, world-level things that presidents do if it weren't imminent, in my opinion.
And do you think that, what about a Kamala Harris? What about Hillary Clinton? What about Michelle Obama? I mean, there are other names being thrown out there besides Gavin Newsom. Do you think that he has some inside information that he's going to be the heir apparent?
Oh, I do think that he has more than inside information. I mean, that family has staged themselves. I mean, his family's the reason that he's in the seat that he's in, again, the 5th largest economy. Kamala Harris has not proven herself in her VP role. She's not on the menu, I don't believe. The Obamas have a lot going on right now, a lot of scrutiny over the death that happened on their property. I don't think it's going that well for them. And the ship has sailed on Hillary Clinton, quite frankly. So really that leaves you, and you shake it all out with Gavin Newsom.
It's interesting because the one person he really doesn't ever criticize is Donald Trump. I never know what to quite make of that, but that's interesting. Give us details about your race quickly.
So, it's a 50-50 race there in California. It's San Diego, North San Diego, South Orange County. It's a very winnable seat. It's only D+3. I'm a Marine Corps vet in a Marine Corps town.
And it's yes, I was just going to say, big military
veteran.
town.
And I am the CEO of a publicly traded company that has put $924 million in veterans' pockets just this year, getting them their disability. So I think it's me, the inevitability that it will be me and Levin, and I will be the victor. I'll take back that 49th seat.
Awesome. Your website?
KateForCongress.com.
All right, Kate, thank you so much for being with us.